Today, I'd like to talk about attaching a spark plug boot to a coil wire. This particular system belongs to a Yamaha TTR motorcycle. When you look at the illustrated parts catalog, they actually show the spark plug coil and the coil boot as two separate items. And sure enough, when they ship them to you, they are still two separate items. Now, we have to make these two items into one. The first step, let's test our parts. Both the coil and the boot have a certain amount of resistance built into them. Take a look at your service manual and they'll tell you what it's supposed to be at. In my case, the boot should be about 10 k ohms, and the coil and wire should be somewhere between 6 and 9 k ohms. Time to break out your trusty multimeter. While taking your measurement, remember that most electronic systems are usually around plus or minus 10%. So if you don't get exactly 10K, it's okay as long as it's plus or minus 10%. Okay, I know the boot is good. Let's move on. Measuring through the coil to the end of the coil wire, that's going to be that really small piece of copper that you see on the end. When I check the coil itself, it should be close to 0. Now let's head out and buy some supplies. I picked up both dielectric connector protection grease and spark plug boot protector. While using this stuff, I wondered, why does the grease out of both packages look the same? So I went to the legal document called an MSDS, and you can see here all the part number says this stuff is all the same. But the company advertisement claims the spark plug boot protector is a higher temperature grease. So, do you believe the advertisement or the legal documents? Okay, let's assemble this thing. First, you cut the coil wire to the exact length you need. I just matched it to the old one. And cut the protective sleeve as well. Slide the sleeve onto the wire. Apply a little boot grease as a lubricant to the outside of the cable. Then slide this part of the boot back onto the wire. Now, if we look at the back end of the boot, the part that goes on the wire, you'll see it's basically a spike that's threaded. You're going to screw that into the copper portion of the coil wire. This is kind of like a wire nut, but in reverse. The threads are on the inside instead of the outside. It may require a bit of oomph to get it started. Now I apply a bit of boot grease to the top of the plug to help keep water out of it. And finally a little more boot grease on the very most outboard side. Okay, we're almost done. Let's test the final assembly. Remember, each of these components had a resistance. Add them all up and check from end to end to make sure that you have the right resistance. While measuring, wiggle the wire to verify that nothing is loose. And that's it. You're ready to put your coil and plug back on the bike, or in the car. Thanks for watching.